All right, all right. We are grateful to see another beautiful and blessed day, for this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be so glad in it. Want to give a great shout out to everybody. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful Tuesday morning. As you can see the title up there, Praying and Complaining. Praying and Complaining. Be careful what you pray for, because you might just get it. Be careful what you pray for, because you might just get it, and are you able to handle it when it comes your way? King Solomon, David's son, one of the wisest men, Solomon. Solomon prayed for wisdom and understanding. And God was so pleased with that. And not only did God bless him with wisdom, but he blessed him with everything, with wealth, everything that he needed and wanted, I might say. God gave it to him because King Solomon knew that he was going to need wisdom and understanding to rule the kingdom. But as we can see, with all the wisdom and wealth that King Solomon had, he had all those women. I believe it was 700 wives and 300 concubines. As we would say at our day's time, he had 700 wives and 300 mistresses. And Solomon let those women get to him in so many ways, and they wound up turning his heart from God. But at the same time, God still showed us in his word how wise Solomon was. And I want to fast forward to our day's time, because I always think about Solomon when I think about praying for what we need. And King David taught him very well, which was his father, King David, taught him. King David was getting ready to die in his old age, in so many words, and he knew exactly what Solomon was going to have to be up against. And King David taught his son what he needed to do. Now, let's look at nowadays. A lot of people pray for things that they desire. But you better be careful what you pray for. And are you ready for it? Now, let's just get it real in this video. Somebody gonna like this, and somebody gonna say he talking to me in this video, and then somebody gonna cut this video off because I'm gonna tell the truth. A lot of y'all prayed for that car. You prayed for that car. You was bugging God so much. Now you complaining about the car, that the car note is too high. And since the economy is bad, you crying and complaining because the gas prices is so high. Now in so many ways, it's getting harder and harder to drive that car. And that car note is getting on your nerves now. Let's move on a little bit deeper. You prayed for that big old home, but now the utilities is too high. That house note seems like it's getting higher and higher. Now that house is getting too much for you. Now, am I saying this in a bad way? No. Just catch where I'm going with this. Some of y'all prayed for that job. Now the way the economy is, you prayed for that job and you was thanking God so much for that job at first. Now you finding a way to call in every week because the people on that job is getting on your nerve. That job is getting too hard for you in so many ways. And now you can't stand that job, but you've been praying and praising and fasting and doing all these things, and you got the job. Now you praying for God to take that job away from you. And them people on that job, they hate you. Be careful what you pray for, because you might just get it. And are you ready for it when it comes your way? Some of y'all prayed for that husband or that wife, and God blessed you with it. We think. Why do I say that? Because some ain't praying for their husband and wife. They just getting with who they want to get with. But you find yourself praying to God for all of these things. You got your wife or your husband. Now you're on each other's nerves and you can't stand each other. Now you wish that God would just say, it's okay to just go and get divorced. Somebody will catch that. Somebody will catch that. You wish you was gone from each other. Be careful what you pray for. You might just get it. A lot of people been praying for a peace of mind, praying for peace, but it seems like you keep getting so much drama in your life and you don't know what to do. A lot of people trying to keep up with the Joneses, but they found out the Joneses was struggling. And the Joneses is barely keeping what they got. See, this is my part 2 on so many ways on stop trying to live above your means. You know, in this life, a lot of people need your help, and they can't stand you. And you know they can't stand you, and they know they can't stand you, but they need your help, regardless of how they feel towards you. They need your help. That's what a lot of haters do, don't it? Some people are mad because they've been praying and seem like God haven't given them what God promised them yet. So now they angry at God. You've been praying and praising and you've been going to church faithfully, but now it seems like God is taking too long to give you what he promised you. God Almighty. Some of y'all only pray and praise and go to church faithfully until time start hitting hard. When God bless you, now I'm going to go to church. Now I'm going to serve the Lord. I'm going to get in this and I'm going to sing in the choir. I'm going to do all these things because now I got that job. I got that house. I got that husband. I got that wife. Now all of that stuff is falling down, hitting hard. Everything going downhill. Now I need to forget about God. But as long as you was up, you was okay with the Lord. Somebody gonna feel me in what I'm talking about. See, you gotta be careful what you pray for, because you might just get it. When you was looking for that miracle, when you needed that blessing, I'm gonna say this: once you get God attention, you might as well ask him for everything that you want and need, because your praise level might not be that high next week. Somebody catch that. Your praise level might be so weak. So you might as well beg God for everything at that one time, because some of y'all only praise the Lord, serve the Lord when things are going right. So go on and bug him for everything at that moment, because next week you ain't going to go to church. You ain't going to serve him like you should. Somebody will catch that. Be careful what you pray for, because you might just get it. You prayed to go to school and get that degree. And then you got the degree and you labored and did all the things you supposed to do, and now somebody done laid you off. And you got this degree, but it's hard for you to find a job. You overqualified. Or they don't need you. But you got the degree. See, somebody gonna feel me what I'm saying in this video. You gotta be careful what you pray for, because you might not be able to handle it when it comes your way. See, it's easy to praise while you up, but when you down, can you keep that same praise if you praising at all? The way the economy is right now, seems like most people can't get a job that got a degree. Let me hit some of these rich people in the head. You asked for all that money. Some of y'all didn't though. But you asked for all that money. Some of y'all praying for money, keep it real. And you got that money. So a lot of people still got money. But you still ain't happy. You still trying to buy happiness. You still trying to buy love. Uh-oh. You better be careful what you pray for. You might just get it. See, God already knows what we need. I always say this, even though most people don't agree with me when I say this, but this is just me and my spiritual mind. God will give you what you want and what you need. And God will also give you things to show you that you don't need it. How many people pray for so much stuff and all that stuff just sitting at the house? They don't never even use it. And then won't even give it away to somebody. Some people won't sell things or give it away. Kind of remind me of the rich young ruler who had everything. He didn't want to give to the poor. and sell the rest. He was too concerned on all of this stuff I worked hard for. You want me to just give it away like that, Jesus? Jesus, have you lost your mind? Do you know the labor I have put in this stuff, Jesus? Do you know how long I had to work? God Almighty. Jesus knew that that rich young ruler wasn't going to be able to take up that cross. And how Jesus just turned to the side and said, it'll be easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to make it in heaven. He wasn't saying it was going to be impossible for the rich man to make it into heaven, but he said it was going to be hard for them to make it in. It's possible, but it's hard because a lot of rich people are putting their riches in front of God. Their money have became their God. You got to be careful what you pray for because you might just get it. A lot of people who got money, they don't need God in so many ways. But I'm here to tell you what you're going to do when that money runs out. What you're going to do if you be the one to get laid off next. Be careful what you pray for because you might just get it. Can you handle it when it come your way? You blessed with that car. You blessed with that house. Now here we come to the part of complaining. Why you praying and complaining? You the one asked for it. You praying and complaining. Now you blessed with it. Now you are praying. Now you complaining about your blessing. And then you already got others hating on you while you are already blessed. See, this is why a need is way more important than a want. I'm so glad God give me what I need. And then God don't give us this stuff a lot of times when we want it on our time because the Lord know we ain't going to do nothing but mess it up. Some of us ain't going to do nothing but drink it away, smoke it away, gamble it away. Won't help nobody else when they need. Don't you know we are a blessing to be a blessing to others? Oh, be careful what you pray for. How many people are blessing somebody else when they are blessed? Now, when I was talking about Solomon earlier, I wasn't trying to say that Solomon was stupid or ignorant. Now, we know he made bad choices just like David did. Like father, like son. And just like we do, we make stupid choices sometime in this life. But we should live and learn from it. This is why I want to title this video, Praying and Complaining. I heard so many church folks complaining now because they done got the blessing and they can't handle it. And now they angry at God. See, you got to stop being so, stuck on yourself all the time. Sometimes you need to do something for somebody else you ain't never done before. That's what pleases God also. See, only God can move a mountain, but only faith and prayer and praise can move God. Don't you want to move God sometime? Or some of y'all just nagging and complaining to God all the time. I believe the Lord be sitting up there shaking his head because he ain't heard from some of us in so long. It's what I can't stand about the holidays. Now I want to go to church. Now I want to give to somebody else when you should have been giving through the whole year. Now we want to put God on these pagan holidays and things that he can't stand, and now we want to give him the glory and try to help somebody else. And then as soon as the holiday's over, back to normal. We only want to come together and pray when bad things happen. Be careful what you pray for. God bless you, and God keep you.